What if I told you that one of the cleanest and safest countries in the world isn't in Europe or East Asia, but in Africa? For many people, Rwanda isn't the first country that comes to mind when planning a trip. Yet over the last 2 decades, it has quietly transformed into one of Africa's biggest success stories. Visitors often leave surprised by how organized, clean, and peaceful it feels. Some have even started calling it the Singapore of Africa. But is that comparison actually deserved? Today, we're exploring why Rwanda has become one of the continent's most talked about destinations. And by the end of this video, you might see Africa very differently. Before we begin, subscribe if you enjoy discovering countries that completely change your expectations. Let's start in the capital, Kigali. For many travelers, the first surprise comes just minutes after leaving the airport. The roads are well maintained, traffic is relatively organized, public spaces are clean, and one thing immediately stands out: there's remarkably little litter. That isn't an accident. Rwanda has some of the strictest environmental policies in Africa. Plastic bags have been banned for years, long before many other countries introduced similar rules. Visitors arriving with plastic shopping bags often have them removed at the airport. The country also holds a nationwide community service day called Umuganda on the last Saturday of every month. For a few hours, many citizens come together to clean neighborhoods, repair public spaces, plant trees, and work on community projects. It's one reason Kigali consistently ranks among Africa's cleanest cities. But cleanliness isn't the only reason Rwanda attracts attention. Safety is another. Many international visitors describe Kigali as one of the safest capitals they've visited on the continent. Walking around during the day feels comfortable, and many areas remain active well into the evening. Like anywhere in the world, travelers should still take normal precautions. But Rwanda's low crime rates and visible public order have helped build its reputation as a welcoming destination for tourists. That sense of security has also encouraged investment. Over the past several years, international businesses, conferences, and startups have increasingly chosen Kigali as a regional hub. The city's convention center, modern hotels, and growing business district reflect that ambition. But Rwanda isn't trying to become famous only for business. It's also protecting something incredibly rare: mountain gorillas. Rwanda is one of only 3 countries where you can see endangered mountain gorillas in their natural habitat. Inside Volcanoes National Park, small guided groups hike through the forest to observe these animals from a safe distance. Permits aren't cheap, but the money helps fund conservation efforts and supports local communities living near the park. It's one of the best examples of wildlife tourism helping protect endangered species instead of harming them. And for many visitors, seeing a family of wild mountain gorillas becomes the highlight of their entire trip. But Rwanda offers much more than wildlife. The country is often called the land of 1,000 hills. And once you see it from above, the nickname makes perfect sense. Rolling green hills stretch across much of the country. Tea plantations cover entire hillsides. Coffee farms produce beans that are exported around the world. Small villages sit between valleys connected by winding roads with incredible views around almost every turn. For photographers and nature lovers, Rwanda offers scenery that surprises people who have never considered visiting East Africa. And perhaps that's Rwanda's biggest strength. It constantly challenges expectations. Most people arrive expecting one thing and leave talking about something completely different. But Rwanda's transformation didn't happen overnight. The story behind how this small country rebuilt itself is just as remarkable as the country you see today. Let's explore that next. But Rwanda's story isn't only about beautiful landscapes. It's also about one of the most remarkable recoveries in modern history. In 1994, the country experienced the genocide against the Tutsi, one of the darkest tragedies of the 20th century. In just a few months, hundreds of thousands of lives were lost, and communities across the country were devastated. Homes, schools, businesses, and public institutions had to be rebuilt almost from the ground up. Today, visitors can learn about this history at the Kigali Genocide Memorial. The memorial doesn't just explain what happened. It also focuses on remembrance, reconciliation, and the importance of preventing such tragedies from ever happening again. For many travelers, it's one of the most emotional and meaningful experiences in Rwanda, because it provides important context for understanding the country's transformation. The recovery that followed required years of planning and investment. Rather than relying on one industry, Rwanda focused on improving healthcare, expanding education, attracting investment, and building modern infrastructure. That long-term approach has helped reshape the country's economy over the past 3 decades. Kigali is now one of Africa's fastest-growing conference destinations. Every year, the city hosts international business meetings, technology summits, sporting events, and regional forums. The iconic Kigali Convention Center has become a symbol of Rwanda's modern ambitions and is now one of the country's most recognizable landmarks. Technology has also become an important part of daily life. Many government services are available online, digital payments are widely accepted, and internet connectivity continues to improve. For a country with limited natural resources, investing in technology and skilled workers has become an important part of its long-term development strategy. But Rwanda isn't only about cities. Travel a few hours outside Kigali, and the scenery changes completely. One of the country's most relaxing destinations is Lake Kivu. Stretching along Rwanda's western border, it's one of Africa's Great Lakes, and one of the few where swimming is generally considered safe because there are no crocodiles or hippos along its developed beaches. Lakeside towns such as Gisenyi and Kibuye offer boat cruises, kayaking, fishing trips, waterfront cafes, and spectacular sunset views over the lake. For travelers looking to slow down after exploring national parks and cities, Lake Kivu offers a completely different side of Rwanda. Nature lovers have even more to discover. Nyungwe National Park protects one of Africa's oldest tropical rainforests. The forest is home to chimpanzees, more than 300 species of birds, colorful orchids, and countless other plants and animals. One of its biggest attractions is the famous canopy walkway, suspended high above the forest floor. Walking across the bridge gives visitors a unique view of the rainforest and has become one of Rwanda's most photographed experiences. For those dreaming of a traditional African safari, Akagera National Park completes the journey. The park once lost many of its large animals, but years of conservation and wildlife reintroduction have completely changed the story. Today, visitors can once again see Africa's Big Five: lion, leopard, elephant, buffalo, and rhinoceros. It's considered one of Africa's most successful wildlife restoration projects and shows how conservation can bring both nature and tourism back to life. Another advantage of traveling in Rwanda is its size. Although it's one of Africa's smallest countries, most major attractions are only a few hours apart by road. That means visitors can experience modern city life, rainforest, lakes, rolling hills, and a safari without spending days traveling between destinations. Well-maintained roads also make guided tours and self-drive trips much easier than many first-time visitors expect. Rwanda may not be the largest country in Africa, but it has built a reputation through careful planning, environmental protection, and long-term investment. It's proof that size alone doesn't determine a country's impact. Whether you're interested in history, wildlife, nature, or modern cities, Rwanda offers a travel experience unlike anywhere else on the continent. So, would you visit Rwanda? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating destinations from around the world.